Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You know the great thing I like about morning shows, Fulgence Henry? Do you want
Yes,
to
Miss
know?
Hill. Let me know.
Is that I could enjoy some really great Ecam Network News coffee because it's in the morning. You know, that's a really good thing.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you guys? What do you guys love about the mornings and about morning shows? Because today we're talking about the interview mode challenge. That's what's going on this entire week. And we're here to give you an overview. And the overview today of Lessons Learned is really fun. It's really good. We learned a lot. Okay. Who's is it William? Is it William on the Facebook?
Good morning, William Lewis. Good morning,
William Lewis,
Martin.
hello.
Martin McKenna. Hi, guys. Nice to see you on the
Hi,
live.
Martin.
Yeah, as I'm normally in bed in Scotland. So, yeah, good to see you
Yes, that's great. I know. And
live.
just over here. So, how many of you are aware that there is an interview mode challenge going on? Because we know there were a couple of you who were not aware of it. And today is what,
Day
day
six.
6? Wow.
Good morning, G. Albert.
Gee,
Yes, sporting the new ECAM tee.
you know exactly. This is the one that we gave out away on ENN, Ecam Network News.
Automatic width. G. Albert, what? G. Albert's just writing paragraphs, throwing me off.
Well, don't look at it.
No, look how it comes up on the screen.
Don't look at it. On YouTube now. Okay. All right. So Victor went to YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Yes. So in the interview mode challenge, one of the great things about this for me, and then Fulgence, I would love it for you to share your thoughts. It's been great because one, me myself, you think you know everything about something, and then all of a sudden, like, you're learning, because when you teach is when you really know if you know your content and your stuff, right? Because you have to explain it in many different ways. So yesterday, two of our participants in the interview mode challenge were in the Anna and Fulgence Ecam Live, the Anna and Fulgence Facebook, and they were troubleshooting audio. And that was one of the coolest things. Thank you guys for doing that. That was one of the coolest things to see and watch how people actually react and how they maneuver, how they understand things, right? So it's actually, we just watched it live, and that was pretty cool for me. So that's one of the great things that I'm enjoying about the interview mode challenge and learning all of that.
Yeah, those are the best ones, because if we do the challenge and there is nothing to be challenged about, then there's no point.
There's no challenge
There's
without
no
a
challenge
challenge.
there without the challenge. Good morning, Valerie.
Good morning, Valerie.
All right,
So we're
now
gonna go over.
automatic width. Yeah, so that was so fun and cool. So automatic width is not helping. Hold on.
You were just forget about it. Forget about it. Just leave it in. Let's go on a screen, just on a blank screen without lower thirds, and just take care of that.
No. For the comments.
Yeah, and then that way we can just have it without lower thirds. Right. But anyway, so we're gonna go over the things that we for yesterday. What happened, because this is something that we have seen a couple of times, especially with the Rodecaster 2, and then also Rodecaster
any mixer.
Okay. So, well, not any mixture. With a P4, right?
Yes,
But
'cause they have a feature.
mostly we have heard this with the Rodecaster Pro.
Right, because the majority of people have the Rodecaster Pro.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so we're going to go over that, as well as finding the link and deleting the link of your interview if you have many profiles and you just want to go to just having one or two. So we're going to go over that today. But the interview mode challenge, if you don't know the guidelines yet, you can go to the Ecam Live YouTube channel and check it out there. You can also go to Anna and Fulgence, and we have the guidelines there. You wanted to cover something about the guidelines, right, for posting?
Yeah, so we just want to go over the recap right now. So we are currently on Wednesday. You have one day left. So today you're going live or recording with 4 guests. And tomorrow is going to be your entire run of show. 4 guests, overlays, lower thirds, a host scene, guest scene, and you can get creative. Like, let's say you want a solo scene for each of your guests. Go ahead, have a crack at it, and make sure you have a host in one, host in two, host in three, host in four. So that's going to be for Thursday, but today is the practice with the four guests.
Yeah. So, and then something else you wanted to mention about posting in the Ecam Live community.
Yes, be mindful. Make sure participating in the interview mode challenge, you always use the hashtag interview mode challenge. Make sure you include that in your description or your title, so your post will not be deleted. Do not use the interview mode challenge as an opportunity to go live and just stream like your show or something like that, or self promotion, because your post either will be addressed and or taken down. So make sure that you are streaming in the Ecam Live community for the sole purpose of the interview mode challenge using the hashtag interview mode challenge. There are no other exceptions.
Yes, and that means you go at live and you're just showing how you are creating your homework, how you're doing your homework, adding your guests and things like that. Not talking about like basically a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go streaming a show in the Ecam Live community. They will find you.
Yeah. The back channel last night was lit. So okay, we have two questions. So one of them I believe what you were doing with the comments. Let's check it out who it is in the Facebook group. And Facebook user, if you love Facebook, go ahead and stay there. Just after your comment, just write your name so that we can address you by your name, or you can join YouTube, Anna Effulgence, and then we will be able to see you.
So the first question, speaking of questions, while we're here, let's just do this. Well, it was here, but it's not there anymore. No, there it is. Place a Q colon in front of your question so we can find it easier, because we're streaming on 3 different platforms, and Q colon will help us find your question much easier. But we do have a couple questions here. This is coming from Lion. Good morning, Lion. How are you? Show how you did automatic width on the comments. Mine goes long with the text. You may or may not want to use automatic width, but this is how you do it. Options, live demo mode. Oh, we did it at the same time. Sorry. I was doing it the manual way. Oh. And if you click on the pencil on your comment, Lion, right up here, automatic width, right next to restore default style, right? But the thing is, if you do it that way, click on that, it goes like that. You don't want that.
Right.
You don't want that. You'd rather just do it manually. So let's bring your comment back in, right? It's going to go across the entire length just on one line. So we like to usually crop it up like this. So we're manual width. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Let's get our live demo mode. And then Gutep. Good morning, Gutep. Good to see you here. How do you get to stream in 1080 on Facebook? They won't let me stream more than 720. That could just be a Facebook thing, Gutep. But make sure to stream from Ecamm, right? Well, let's be clear with that. Options, live demo mode. If you go into your system preferences and you go to stream, it's kind of faded out right now, but our stream size is 1080, right? We're streaming in 1080, 30, right? So on the YouTube, definitely we show 1080, but Facebook, don't ask me about that. But we are streaming in 1080 right now.
It's like we must be cool, the Facebook over there letting us stream in 1080.
Right.
Choosing that.
You said keyword Facebook, we don't know.
So G Oliver, that's interesting. So we go, good morning, Elaine.
Good morning, Elaine.
We can actually see you, Elaine.
Yeah.
G Albert is Anna Effulgence on YouTube, but we can paste the link because we have it right here.
Okay. Yes, we'll share that for you.
I'm over here Ecam hours, so I'm using my Ecam Cub. Really cool. This was way back. This goes way back. So I'm retro right now, everyone. I'm like Ecam logo, retro, and then a retro cup over here. You know what's not retro? You. I'm sorry, everyone. It's morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's not 10, it's 11.
No, you're in rare form this morning. You're in rare form again. I don't know. There's like
I'm sorry.
specific times of the day when you're in rare form. This is one of them.
I just woke up really early to
Mm-hmm.
get some work done. But all right, let's do this. I promise I'll be good. I will get back into. Um, are we done with it?
Yeah. So Giabo, you should be good. You should be good to join us on the YouTube side, should you please.
Okay. Awesome. So then let's go. Let's go. So what was happening? Let's see what audio is easy when you keep it simple. No one keeps it simple. Okay, and you know what? Victor, yes. And that was one of the things that I was saying yesterday when we were talking about microphones. And when I do a lot of behind the scenes. So I have a producer that goes out with me, so I don't have to worry about it. And he will just lapel mic me and all of that. And then when things started getting kind of like, oh, well, you should use this mic and now we can do this. And then we just have to plug it. I'm like, And so, yes, audio is simple. We should put that comment, we should put a comment up from Victor.
So just for those who don't know what we're talking about, so last night there was a really great stream with Hank Russell, AG Llewellyn, and Valerie popped in for a little bit, and then Paul popped in towards the end. So there was a lot of slapback coming in whenever AG spoke, right? And then Hank's end, it was great. There was nothing. Hank's audio was great. So we were doing a lot of troubleshooting with AG, right? Because on Hank's end, it was fine. And then Valerie came in, and Valerie was getting all the slap back too. We're like, oh, snap. So this must be on Hank's end. So we started doing troubleshooting. So normally, first thing on the eCam end, we normally would go to options, live demo mode, output, audio monitor, and make sure the audio monitor is off, right? Because if that will definitely contribute to slapback. So we just wanted to make sure as a precaution. We also check input, output. But what was happening was on the Rodecaster Pro end, and there's other audio interfaces too, where USB mix minus was not turned on. So the moment Hank turned on his USB mix minus, everything was all good in the neighborhood.
Yes, but the thing that we first did, just because Hank was sounding nice, his sound was perfect, and it was whenever his guest AG would speak, that's when we will hear this echo, not pleasant at all. And so we were kind of focusing it on AG. AG, change your AirPods, get your check your settings in audio system preferences. And then we were just doing all that troubleshooting over there on the AG side.
Yeah.
And we completely told Hank, don't worry about it. Don't change anything on your end.
Yeah.
What changed the whole thing, the troubleshooting, was when Valerie joined them. And then Valerie was echoing. So at that moment, we're like, oh my gosh, it has to be Hank. And so that's when you went all in with the Rodecaster Pro.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, Kevin Cox, Richard, and myself. We all pitched in. But that's what it was. So USB mix minus. So USB mix minus, and here's a definition for those who don't know. If you activate mix minus mode on the USB output, meaning on your audio interface, the main USB output no longer represents the full podcast mix. That means if you want to record the stereo mix to your computer, as well as use the USB input for a phone call or similar, you need to, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Basically, that will eliminate that, because it's sending your audio minus the mix. It's just make sure you have USB mix minus turned on. We also have a Zoom P4 mixer that we also have to activate USB mix minus on.
I
that
love
as
that
well.
little thing.
So if we do have a guest coming in and we're using audio interface such as Rodecaster Pro 2, or the Zoom P4, and there's others, and USB mix minus is not turned on, then the guest will come in with the slapback. And Hank was not hearing it on his end.
Right.
Right.
He was like, I hear everybody perfectly, but us out in the broadcast, we were not. So those are the things that are great to know. We were, because this is very relatable to the interview mode.
Right. And then the thing is that we been going over the basics, and because we don't want to have to push and mention, because you don't need an audio interface for interview mode, right? So we're going with like the very basic because like when you first started out,
Oh
right?
my gosh,
So
yes.
can you walk them through like your setup when you were bringing guests in with, and you know you didn't have any of these issues with Slapback bringing in
Right.
guests in, and you were using a USB microphone,
Yes.
and the guests were coming in.
Right. The guests were coming in on their phone and on their phone, sometimes on their laptop. I will ask them to use headphones, and that's it. And I had just a USB mic, like Fulgen said, that, and then echo on just in case. I just had always had it on, and I never had any issues like that. Once I started adding things, that's when I, just like Victor said, just like I'm like, okay, you know what? Oh, you need an audio interface. Okay, why do I need an audio interface? Oh, because you will be able to have sounds and things like that. And I'm like, well, I can have a sound on Ecamm, or I can have a sound on my Stream Deck. I don't need to have an audio interface to do that. For me, I was a solo producer, and my show was just me. I wasn't with Fulgence or anything like that. So when we started adding things, that's when thing like there was echo and there was slapback and there was, I'm like, holy mother, wait, right? So if you are just a single and you're just doing your show and you do it, I really, really, and you can pitch in on this, share your thoughts on this, and you guys too, you don't need an audio interface. You can just plug in your mic into, if you're just starting out,
If
into
you're just
your,
starting out, yeah.
yeah, plug in your mic into your computer if it's a USB mic, and off you go. And you can check out all of my streams where I did with the microphone, and
Sounded great.
it was great.
Yeah.
I never had any issues.
Yeah, there was no slapback or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just starting out, but also just keep in mind, it's just good lessons learned. Whenever you do get an audio interface, such as like a Rodecaster Pro or any other USB audio interface, and that where you're going to be connecting microphones and stuff like that, make sure you have that mix minus turned on. So that's very important.
Yeah.
And
so
we
so
did
and I was asking you yesterday, what, and then I know you just described it, but what is the purpose of the mix minus? Like, what is, if it's on, what would it be on for? Or what would it be off for? You know, like, we know that that causes that, but why is that useful? Why do they have it there? You know, I would like to know that. So if any of you know why that's there, what's the purpose of it?
Versus just like having it like not having to worry about it, just like
Yeah.
out the box.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah,
Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Johnny.
yeah, everyone's popping in. What's up, Johnny? Good morning. Good morning, Renee.
It's 11 o'clock.
All I have is a USB mic, no audio interface. Yeah, and you know you're just starting out, and that works for you, and you know, and your interviews are great. Then you know keep it like that. You know,
Yeah.
until you find a need, or you know there's like you have a justified need to get an audio interface.
Yeah, and I had, like I mentioned before. So I have this microphone that my son had. My son is a gamer, so he had this microphone, and I loved it because you could just mute the microphone from the top. It was a Hypercast, right? So it just
Hypercast.
muted from the top, and it was just the best mic. It was red. It was very aesthetically pleasing to me and to people. They will ask me, "What's your mic? What are you doing with it?" And but then people started, like, as I started going into communities that knew audio and all of that stuff, right? They started going like, "Get closer to your mic. We can hear you well. We can." And I'm like, "What's going on? Like, what is going on?" And then, yeah. So
Yeah, you know, Johnny, every time I read the USB mix minus definition, I just like, you know what? Like, I just take back every word I said because I don't even understand what the heck I'm saying. So I just know it needs to be turned on.
I really want to know. Though I really want to
And then
know.
when we were troubleshooting in the Ecamm Live Academy, we were doing interview challenge there. It was Coach Constance came in, and she was getting. I think we were hearing her the slapback on her
Right.
mic. And then we said, "Hey, are you like, what are you coming in as? You know, like, do you have audio monitor turned on somewhere?" That wasn't the case. "Coach, are you using a mixer?" "Yes, I'm using the Rodecaster Pro." At that time, like, and immediately said, "Okay, you know what? Check out USB mix minus. Make sure it's turned on," because like she used the Rodecaster Pro right out the box and did not have that feature turned on. The moment she turned it on, issue was gone.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't know. So Johnny, yes, maybe that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to go to Ecam Live demo with on Friday and ask
And
him.
get the doc definition. Yeah, the doc
Right.
definition will probably be the best definition.
For sure.
And or the time bug definition. So either of those will
Right.
help. But
We can get both.
yeah.
We can get both.
Find out which one.
Rene, you're so welcome. Our pleasure to be here
Yes.
helping out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's I mean, because audio is like you all know, audio is what's up.
Yeah.
People and it's true. I did a while ago. I did this on-site interview where the visuals were so beautiful. You guys, the visuals were on point. I mean, my outfit, let me tell you, was like on point. Everything was great. The audio, SUCK, big time, and people just dropped out. They just dropped out. They didn't even care. Like they stayed a little bit and they made comments about my outfit. You know, like, oh my gosh, that looks cute. But then that was it. Like the numbers started going down, and so I mean, audio is what's up. Yeah. So okay, so now since today's homework is 4 guests, and tomorrow's homework is to design your like complete run of show, meaning just your scenes. And if you're gonna have 4 guests, then you have your 4 placeholders. We're just gonna go show you real quick how you go about doing that, so that you can get your homework all set. So we're gonna go into a blank window. So I have Fulgence Henry. Listen, I'm gonna have to move this. I have so many things in front of me. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we're gonna go into. He's selecting one scene that's playing, right? And then I'm gonna label the scene. We're gonna do 4 guests,
Okay.
right?
You gonna go in demo mode also?
Way pose
Plus
plus
4.
4. Okay. I created a scene. That's host plus 4. So what I'm going to do now is go source blank. Okay. And to do that, Shift Command B. And then in here, I'm just going to add 4 cameras. And it would be amazing if I had the super awesome grid right over here. But I have another one that has the lines that's easier to see. But with this one, we're just gonna add 4 camera overlays. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, and then I'm gonna move it. Let's see how this is gonna be. Let's see, 1. What if we do
Each corner.
each corner?
Yeah, one in each corner and then the host in the middle.
Let's see. So we're gonna add animation to it before I copy it. No.
It's up to you. You're the non.
Oh my
you're
gosh.
you're a non-animation
I'm gonna
person.
on
so
some things, on some things.
do it to your liking.
But for example,
This is
what
audio.
what I'm trying to do is, if you are going to add animations to your camera overlays, then you add the animation now, because I'm going to copy it. And then if you want to have the same animation, it will copy the animation with you. For right now, let me just not add it. I'm just going to click option, and then drag it. And then see, because we could perhaps have us like this, right? And then we can have the other 4. I'm going to do custom on this one. Custom so that I can move it wherever I want to.
I don't know how you operate with the glass mouse.
I know, right? I just do it to mess with you, Fulgence Henry. Okay, so there it is to this. And then we can have host plus 4. So let's see how this happens over here. You see how...
Glass mouse.
Listen, stop. Let's see. So we're going to get Fulgence and I here, and then we're going to try doing... Fulgence, I'm trying to do something different, you know.
With the glass mouse.
Oh my God, stop. We're going to do this. And then I'm going to put 2 here. Okay. And then, Because you know what I like yesterday? Hank had himself in the middle and then the other two. So that looked kind of cool. So I'm kind of trying doing a variation of it. So yes, we're going to have a camera in the middle. And I'm going to make this, I'm going to go custom on here as well so that I can just make this a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to delete this one and copy this one by holding Option and then just dragging down. That's it. Look at that, the awesome drag there. And then adding the one in the middle. So let's see what happens when I do that. Let's see what's gonna happen. He actually had his entire camera, it was his camera, and then he added the overlays on top of it. Yeah. So let's see how this is.
That'll be like for a host.
Like that. You like it, that mouse?
No, I am not.
I can just hear your mind. I can hear your mind. Okay. So this is.
And for those that don't know, does this count as anti-designing?
Yes, definitely anti-designing, because that is anti-design. Look it. Okay, so say come closer. Okay, if it was one host, right? So if it was one host, then it will be good. So for example, Fulgence, just go in there by yourself.
Right. Yeah, of course. It's
right.
enough.
It will look really good.
It's enough for one host.
Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of like how it would be, and then now you can add a background.
You can also do this, right? So if we're gonna keep it this way, let's do this. Let's do some custom cropping. What's it? Option. Okay.
Because I want to add the lines, so like the borders.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. See if this works. Okay, if you don't mind.
Just to have me there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry about it because they're not going to.
Right. But just so you can get the full effect, you know. Us OCD folks, such as myself.
We're not, but that's not OCDing. You're just assigning. You're just leaving me by myself there. You're doing the rest the same way.
It looks good though, right?
No, bring it down. Like have it up a little bit more and then down.
So maybe now, so since we have it cropped, we can do shape, custom, and then from up here, right?
Yes,
lined up right here.
Yep.
And then bring this all the way down like this. Like right there. There you go. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that's OCD for me.
Right. But look, this is lower than this side. So did you want this up higher?
Yeah.
Lined up. And this one is lined up also. Well, everything is snapped in place. That looks good.
That looks good.
Awesome.
And that is the
I like the splash of yellow.
Yes. And this is the grid that we have, but the other one that's cooler is on our Buy Me a Coffee, and it's free, you guys. You can download it, and that way you can design really cool camera overlays for those of you who just like staying in line. Okay, so this is 4 plus guests. So you will be in the middle, and your guests will be on the side.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna add a background, and we're gonna do all of this inside of Ecamm. So this is, you can do, if you're starting to do your interview, if you're starting to do your designs, you can do everything inside of Ecamm without having to go outside to get anything, right? When you wanna get extra fancy or whatever, then you can. So we're gonna do, actually, I'm going to lock all of the cameras now because we don't want to. And then something else that we do that is really good practice is to label your cameras, to meaning like, so if guest 1 is at the bottom, so we're gonna say guest 1, and you will have their names after. And then this one is this one, so I'm gonna say guest 2, and just making sure that that's guest 3, yep. And then guess 4. How should I just copy? And then main camera. And then that way you have everything labeled. If you have to go and change anything, you know exactly which camera you're getting to. So we're gonna go to Command N to add the backdrop. Okay, so we're just gonna go Command N, pull up the screen. I am going to go to my favorite font, which is Helvetica. Actually, it's our favorite font. Yes?
For just getting the job done.
Okay. We're gonna just do it regular. And I'm gonna say background. So there are many different ways to do it. This is the way I do it. Fulgence does it a different way. But I'm gonna just do back. And I'm actually gonna do a lowercase. And then I'm gonna do Shift Enter to go to the next line. And then I'm actually gonna turn on the background so you guys can see what it's looking like. And the background, I'm going to, the opacity was at 47 because we were doing the transparent screen. But for this one, we're gonna move it all the way to 100. And so I say background. Shift Enter gives you a next line. And you could either do the margin up. I usually leave it to 10. So the margin to 10. The corner square, right? And then here, I'm just gonna do a couple of more. You know what I'm gonna do? A couple of more. Because what I'm trying to do is get as close as possible to a 69, right? The nice rectangle. Okay, now I don't want to see the text. I'm going to lower the opacity to 0. And there it is. 0. And I'm gonna add it. And then I'm gonna drop it to, actually I'm gonna leave it here first until I do it. What happened? You see what happened with this microphone is right here on my way, you guys. I'm sorry. This is just not right. I'm gonna undo this. Wait a second. I'm gonna do this again. And I moved the mic. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Back. Ground. There we go. And then we move it to the top and then we drag it from the edges. And sometimes it doesn't cover the whole, but you just have to move it up, adjust it, and there you have a background. Here. There it is. And then we're just gonna move it down to the bottom, and there's the background for you. Right? Do we have any questions about background creation?
No questions about background. So, okay. Don Davis, hey there. On YouTube, your audio is super low. On Facebook, it is fine though. So that's why I suggest to Anna. Anna likes to keep, if you notice here on the sound levels, Anna has it on 47. So that's probably what it is. But if we bring it up a little bit higher, they can hear it a little bit better. Because for 47, we sound fine on our end, but they have to crank the volume all the way up, as somebody suggested earlier when we started. Yeah.
Okay, so why is it sounding good on Facebook and then on YouTube sounding low? If it is the same thing.
I don't know.
So it might not be something on our end.
Whenever the word Facebook is mentioned, the answer is I don't know. But
because how could it be good on one platform and on the other platform not? So it's like the audio is not choosing us to split when it goes out, or is it?
I don't know. This is another question for Ecamm Live demo on Friday.
So anyway, so that's it. And the reason why I keep it at 47 is because you guys know me. I get excited, so I don't want to peek you guys out. So you're right. I don't want to go like.
Well, we're not peaking. We're still not peaking. So like, even if we had a little bit of yellow, but like we're just like in green. Victor is asking what's set to 47. So Victor, in the sound levels, Anna usually keeps it at 47. But it was working for the other setting. But now we have a new audio interface and microphone settings and all that stuff. So the 47 might not work because we have the same setup upstairs when we do building blocks in the other room. And on my end, I usually have Rodecaster Pro chat set to 100 and we're still not peaking. So, right. So
yeah, I keep it because the thing is like
exactly, Valerie. I don't know.
and the thing is like for me when I was doing it and before we had the Rodecaster 2, we will have it there and we will have no issues. But now it's like like that. But for me, when I had it at 80 or 70, and
When
I was
you're
by
when you're by
myself,
yourself,
when I by
in your
myself,
settings, yes, that works.
it was not right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But it does not apply to like all these different audio settings. Like for
Right.
you, for that setup, what you
Yeah.
had, 47 worked just fine.
Yeah.
And I know it because I'm monitoring and I'm moderating on the end, so I know that it's good.
Yeah.
But when we're streaming with the same setup in the other room, we usually have the Pro Chat in sound level set to 100, and we don't peak whatsoever. Right. So.
Yeah. Well,
Or
that's
80,
audio for you.
as Victor says. Doc says set it to 80. 80
That's
is also a good one.
audio. Let me see. Wait a second. So let's just test this craziness, you guys. So we're just gonna zoom into this baby over here,
Right now it's on 55.
and then we're gonna go to
Yeah.
79.
Look, see, that's good, right? You just get a little bit of yellow. You just get a little bit of yellow right there. Even like you were laughing.
Yeah,
you know,
but the
so-
microphone is over here. So if I have and this is why I'm like sometimes like, so the microphone is here. Let's see. So when I get,
I don't think you're gonna go red. Like you need like let's see. Let's wait till you like
excited.
get excited and see what happens.
Now I'm self-conscious, and that's what it is. Like I used to have the mic here, and then my son will be like, "Mom, move the microphone away from you because you were super loud and you get really excited and you're gonna pick on people." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" So
Look at Victor. Victor keeps dropping just sayings on us. Like, so he's like, I had to put my headset on to hear you.
So maybe U.S. live stream was saying that we were sounding low, but
Yeah.
then others who were maybe on Facebook or maybe on
they cranked it up. They had to crank it up. So.
You guys are so awesome to us. You're just like, we just crank it up. It's all good. Well, hopefully this sounds better.
Yes, Don Davis says it sounds good on YouTube now. Awesome.
Okay, thank you, Don.
Let's keep for this setting, 80 is good. Or
79.
79.
Just I have issues. So okay, I'm moving this thing over here.
Exactly, Johnny.
Okay, Ecam said to 80, but I needed you.
But if needed, you adjust in the mixer. No, so we're good on the mixer. We're good there, and we're good in our ears too. It was the Ecamm. It was the Ecamm.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys can hear us better now on this amazingness that we're trying to create here. So we created the camera overlays for your interview when you're bringing in your 4 guests, and then you're gonna be in the middle. Fulgence actually cropped me so that I can just be the host,
with
kind
a
of
nice
feeling
pop of yellow.
with the Ecamm retro logo. And this is actually like, this almost looks like neon, but it's because of my LUT.
Your LUT,
but
yeah.
but it's actually kind of like a more toned down yellow. If you guys are wondering.
Is it yellow and blue that makes like a green? I think. I don't know, like Facebook. Should I throw the word Facebook in there also?
Okay, so here we go. So now you can get fancy. Now, if you like to, you can add a border to your camera overlays, and you will do it in like this. You will just either go to the gear icon. Let me see something. And add it here. So you will bring it up, right? And then you can change the color as well here. So we can do, what color do you want to do?
I'm liking that yellow.
You like it, yeah?
Or gold or whatever, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna leave it there. So we can do that. And if you knew ahead of time that this is what you were gonna do, and you're just copying the cameras, it will have the border already for you. So you just have to adjust the camera around.
White also works with this color. Yeah.
I was thinking white, but what do you want?
White, let's do white.
Okay. Oh, white.
Yeah, white is good. Neutral too.
Looks good.
Michael Heel says better. Now I can turn off braille mode. We got it. You're not peeking. That's good.
Oh, snap.
That's good.
Okay, so for this setting, and we're gonna have to send like US live stream. If you're watching, thank you so much. You're actually like, Because this is what
Yeah,
they were doing.
yeah.
They were like, we will sound good on Facebook, but not good on YouTube.
And then others were using Braille to make out what we were saying on ENN. So
Oh my God.
and smoke signals and all that good stuff. So and then in regards to what Giabert is saying, so now when a guest comes in on interview mode, they tend to be louder, but that's why. So that's the reason. So that should be resolved now.
Okay.
Hello, Samuel.
You guys are so awesome. Okay, so we're going to do. Wait, let me check what the border levels are in my main camera. You guys see this thing? Because we are. Okay, so it is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to camera 4 and do 1.
Mm-hmm.
But white. Okay. There it is. And then we're gonna do the same for all of them. 1. White. And you could have done this easier if we would have known that, oh, if we wanted some borders in here, and then you just copy. But that's looking good.
That's true.
And this is all inside of Ecamm Live, you guys. We didn't have to go out to do anything. You created your whole thing. You can do it right inside of Ecamm and get your interviews going and looking really nice, because you can just add an overlay, lower third, and that is it. Look at how cute that looks. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, and then the other elements, emojis and dots and slashes, and just use them and just shape them however you want,
So here's what is new on with shapes, everyone, in the beta version,
Oh yeah, that's
right?
cool that you
right?
can
wanna do
showcase
that?
it. You can showcase it here. No, go
You
ahead.
want to do that? No, you do it, because I already did this. You can
So
do
what?
that.
Let's give me something to throw in here. Should we throw our nerd emoji in here?
Yeah.
Like I was trying to do last time,
Or
but
we can
it
do
was
a
it was
circle. Let's
it was
do a
an epic
circle.
fail. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do a circle.
And then so now that we're in beta, we can we don't have to do command tilde. We could still do it if we want to, but there's a control right there, right above the
What?
main window controls hidden, because this is the first time we're pressing it here. Press the function key, blah, 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 and then we could say, Hank, if you're watching, I was going to comment on this, but I'm not too sure. But when you were going in and out of live demo mode in your interview yesterday, you may have that do not show this message again. So every time you're trying to trigger live demo mode and you get this message or saying turn live demo mode, or whatever it was, right? Just check this so you don't have to worry about that again. So next time you go into live demo mode, check to see if there's a do not show this message again.
Okay, so wait. So before we move on, please allow me to do this. So someone said, "Why are there so many unfolds in there?" So this is how you can
It can
change
only
it, right?
be one.
Right. First of all, if you would like to join us now, we're almost done. So if you would like to join us and continue this with us, you can. The link is the link in the.
We'll have to again, and that was another lesson learned from yesterday. Get out of live demo mode so the link can appear, because it doesn't appear in live demo mode, and then we'll send you the link.
Exhibit 8.
Exhibit A.
Right there. You see, the link is not there right now. Just the chat. So
It just says gear icon and on effulgence there.
Mm-hmm. So if you would like your link to show so that you can send it to someone, you need to get out of the live demo mode. And now it's there. So Fulgence is gonna copy it and add it to the comments.
And then
This is
sending it to YouTube, and then sending it over to Facebook on Unfulgence, and then sending it over to Ecamm Live Community. All right, so it's everywhere.
You guys are so awesome.
Who asked why there's so many? Oh, Jose Arroyo.
Oh, hola, Jose Arroyo.
Oh, see you later, Johnny. Have a good day.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Okay.
So we're gonna add a circular shape here, right?
But first we're gonna just change.
Oh.
Wait. Go back into live demo mode. All right. So we're just gonna reassign. So the camera, we're just gonna go into this gear icon and go to guess 1. Oh, not here. To this one. We're gonna go guess 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go to the next one. And we're going to go guess 2. Look, and now we see how the cameras are different. You see,
Anti-design.
Anti-design, but we can fix that. And then 3.
And then just leave that one like that for now.
And then 4, but we're just doing this as you guys know, but this is not the right guess. This will be a mess if we tried it because they're actually not coordinated right now. We just did this real quick, but it wouldn't be like that. So I'm gonna go to guess 2, unlock that camera, and then I'm going to actually drag it to make it the same size as the other one.
Yeah, Victor, that's so true. Ecamm security. It's like if you're in live demo mode, like the link is just showing up, blowing up your whole government. So it's cool that it doesn't. That's a really cool feature.
Wait a second, because I actually don't like this. I'm gonna go guess 1. You know what? You guys got it, right? So,
Yeah.
Fulgence, we need to bring you in here. What in the world?
Oh, that's what I said. So guess 4, just switch it back to Camlink.
Okay.
At least there'll be 2 of you and 1 of me, which I am totally fine with. Camlink 4K.
What do you say, Camlink 4K?
Boom. All right, cool. We're good there. All right. So let's do a shape.
Let's do
Let's
a
see.
shape.
So we said we're gonna like try
circle?
to put a circle in the corner, like do a quarter moon.
Like behind, like we could actually do it like all this thing. You guys, we couldn't do this before. For those of you who have been following Building Blocks and the text overlays trajectory and upgrades, this is pretty cool. Now we can use the shapes in the emoji keyboard to actually manipulate them. They're more flexible. Exhibit A.
Should we do a full body circle or a ring?
So this is the emoji circle. We should actually maybe use the shape.
So if we're gonna search for circle. Okay, so which one?
So we go down and we choose where you at circle. Where's the circle? Where did it go?
Which one?
The plain circle, not the emoji circle. No, this is the emoji circle we want because we want to be able to change the color, right? So we want to get
Normally, I don't know. I think it's usually rings, and if you want to use a circle, you do a bullet.
Is
The
that
bullet
right?
will count as a circle.
Okay, so let's do bullet then.
Yeah, try it.
I don't know, Fulgence Henry.
Go to the other one. Go to the bullets menu. Yeah, look, you're getting other fun variations there. Some bigger ones.
Yeah, but we can do it. That's not what I was thinking about. But go ahead.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go back in here, and let's just see what else is there. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest one they got. So, and you could change colors of this, and let's just remove the shadow. So we have this plain bullet, right? Let's see what it does. It won't hurt. Everything is locked. No, it's not. It goes down here. But up here, okay, something else, right? So before we give up, we lose hope on this. I'm gonna go here and just click restore default style again, because sometimes that works. No, it's not going up there. It goes down here, no problem.
Yeah, I think it's
So maybe not all
a
shapes.
circle. I think it's a circle.
So let's look for it again.
You guys mind watching us find the circle? No? Yes,
Find the circle.
I'm finding the circle over here. Okay, so let's go and try finding the circle because I think I saw a circle.
Well, the bullet says black circle, so it doesn't even say bullet.
Oh, this is a circle. Let's see if it is true.
That's the same one, black circle.
But
Check it.
remember that we wouldn't see it there though. And now I just typed circle. You see, I did circle
Check.
and now it's there.
Do it. Check.
1, 2, 3.
We're just looking for the dead pixel space to see, because that one has a lot of dead pixel space. Facebook user says find the circle.
Thank you. Let's find the circle. Wait. Okay.
Okay, nice.
You see what I'm talking about, Fudge and Henry?
Yeah.
So this is what we could do. You
And then-
have to type the circle. You have to type circle
And
and,
then-
choose. Oh my
Can resize it a little bit for them.
You take it over.
No. So just wanted them to see the difference between these two, right? This one has a lot less. Like, look at all the dead pixel space above it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we should
But the
report that to
thing
them
is,
because that still should not create a problem. Like, we should still be able to bring that above.
Yeah, but to think about it logically, for example, a bullet is supposed to do a specific thing. A bullet is a bullet. Like, a bullet is not supposed to be blown away, but a circle is blown out. You could blow it away. So, like,
why
this one is
why does it allow us to bring it to the bottom corner but not to the top corner? Even though
I
it's a
don't
bullet.
know. I don't know. But we know that a circle is the flexible. So if you want to design with a circle, my people.
If you want to design with a circle, here you go.
If you want to design with a circle, you need to type circle. Yes. So you could
The
do
circle
that.
of truth. What were you looking for in regards to the circle design here? Because with the new silhouettes and all that stuff, it's kind of like looking a little bit weird. So what were you
Yeah,
looking
but
to
that's
do?
because we have silhouettes. But if we didn't have it, it would look fine. So we could be like designing.
Like a half moon.
Yes, like
You wanna
something
do
like
half
a half moon, and also we can put the circle inside of a circle, just like in preschool and all that stuff.
It's just like in preschool.
Like in preschool, put it inside of the circle.
Let's see it. Let's half moon this thing. Something like this.
Behind it. Yes, there you go. There you go, Fortune's Henry.
Drop it back there.
And then you can put another circle on top of it. You can even put a dotted one around it. Right?
Yeah, or
Hi, Marcello.
Marcello, how you doing? Or putting another one laying over so I could create some type of
You could do all of that.
some
You could
type
even
of
put
thing.
you could even put the emoji.
Hold on. Let's try this. So we have this, for example. I see this like on Maury, on the Maury show, but he's not using circles. He's more using like triangles. But if you do option drag,
Do you tell the Maury show like I'm not your father? Or
yeah,
he's
like
not your father?
no, you are not
You're
the
not the
father.
father.
You are not the father. That Maury show, yes. You are not the
You
father.
are not the father.
Right? So let's try gold, for example, right? And then we want this to be like this, but
Beautiful.
reversed. Reverse.
Reverse. That is beautiful. And even the yellow on top look good too. But
It did. It
Yeah.
did. I agree. Just bring this a little bit higher.
it's a yellow moment. It's a yellow type
Keep
of it.
pushing it in. But you see what it is, right?
And for those of you,
Something
guys,
like
how
that.
cool is this? Because we couldn't do this before. Remember that? For those of you who followed us on that, we couldn't do this before, but now we can. And the only thing we need to do now is create a folder and name it circle.
You're right. The gold on top will look better. Yeah,
I think so.
All right, so push this back out this way, and then bring gold to the top, and then it's just so much easier designing that way anyway.
Yes.
Less hassle.
All inside of Ecam. All inside of Ecam. We didn't have to bring anything additional. This is the
Bring
cool
this-
thing about
bring
it.
this down here.
And then create a folder to add them
Create a
there.
folder for the dots.
They're not dots. They're
Circles.
not dots. They're circle. There's a huge difference, and you guys saw this. For James Henry, there are circles.
Circles. There you go.
Yes, you could use the dots for like a little element,
Accent.
right? Accent.
Like how we have it.
yes.
Like how we have in our interview mode challenge design. Wait, hold on. USA live stream. We're just talking about you. Good morning.
USA Laughter. We're just talking about you. Let's not say anything. Do you notice anything?
Speak closer. Speak
Oh,
closer.
wait. Do you notice anything? Do let us know. Don't mind the cable moving, but just do you notice anything? Let us know.
Or do you hear anything?
Do you hear
different?
anything? No, because right. If you said, do you hear
Right,
anything different?
Right, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Right? Why
Good
do
morning,
I
Steve.
even challenge? Right? Yes. Right. Thank you. You're absolutely correct.
So this is great.
Okay, so we're gonna add some dots up there, right? Can I say dots this time?
Yes, you can. So you can say bullets.
No, because
Dots?
when I'm saying dots, for example, you could do something like this. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5, and then shift return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, right? And we could keep them white. You could expand this. You could probably do them. The thing is, like, the line spacing is the problem with this one.
Yeah,
The line
just
spacing
you
is a
will
little
have to
too
create
big.
three different.
Unless the margin. No, the margin will not do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to create three different rows. But let's do this. Let's just delete that.
Or you just do 3 dots and leave them
Yeah,
alone.
let's just delete this, right? And just to show as an example, because once you have this, you can duplicate them, as Anna mentioned. You can have them wherever you want, and you can lower the opacity.
Yeah.
Right.
You can make them look more delicate too by making them smaller.
Yes. If it will come back to me, shift. Here we go.
So let's show them. So let's show them once we make them smaller.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So let's do this, right? So we're gonna get out of here, and we're just gonna make them smaller here. I have my glass mouse, and I'm just moving it up, swifting it up. So now you can move it wherever you want, and then now you can hold the Option key and then drag it.
And duplicate
And
it that way.
then drag it. And then that way, look.
Right, just like that. No, not like that was a good call. Marcello says, Anna, I agree. The yellow eCam looks fabulous on you. Okay, back to the demo.
Nice, thank you. Okay, here we go. And then I'm just gonna put this on the circle folder, and then you can turn it off if you like, or you can turn it on. You could actually duplicate this folder and then drag it to say this other corner if you wanted to have the dots there. Exhibit A.
And Jose, those are just periods that we used. It's period.
Videos. Okay, so here we go. We duplicated it. So let me see where this one, it went on top of it.
Just link and move.
And then,
Link and move.
yes. All right, so we're going to link it right here, and then we're going to move it. Move.
Yeah.
Because it's on top of each
Going
other,
on link.
right?
Oh wait, link the other one too, just in case, because that one's taking precedence.
And
There
you know
you go.
what? I'm just going to hide it. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. So this one we said we're going to put it here. Actually, maybe it looks
don't
better on
remember.
the other side.
Yeah, I think underneath guest
But then
one.
we have that one over there. Let's just see. This is Fulgence, you didn't lock the circle. Wait, we're gonna lock this circle. This is why you have to lock the circles, everyone. This is why you have to do this.
Why did your dots shift over like that?
Because they're not locked, but now they're going to be. Okay, so that's that. So we're gonna lock all of them.
No, hold on.
Wait.
There is a unwelcome thing there. There you go. It's back.
And then we're going to open turn the other one on, and we're gonna lock those circles too. And look at this cute design, everybody! Oh my gosh, good job, bro. This is it, everyone. So you have now for the interview mode challenge, you have your 4 placeholders for your guests, and you have plus you. And look at this design that you can recreate. We want to see this. You have 2. You can do it in 1 or 2 places. You can post it on the Ecamm Live community, and make sure that you use hashtag interview mode challenge and just go showing how you're doing your design, how you're getting your guests in. That's it, right? And then show us your design, all of this. Or you could do it on Anna and Fulgence, which is a smaller community, and you can go on and practice there.
I'm waiting for it to
Well,
switch
thank
over.
you, Jose Arroyo.
Yes.
LaRon, hi.
What's up, Laron? Good to see you.
Yes, okay. Is that a dot or a circle? That's a circle, Jose.
No.
Which one
so
is it?
let's just be clear, right?
Okay.
So the half moon, Jose, those are circles. But those are periods. Like we just entered, the period key on the keyboard. So we didn't go and select an emoji or anything like that. It's just the period.
Period, period,
Yeah.
period. Okay. So yes, this looks good.
Yes, Valerie loves it.
Yeah.
And
Fabulous.
you know what's cool? Like I love this color, like with this teal and the white and the gold. And then if you were to just change the colors up, you have a whole different show, right? Different set
Exhibit
of
B.
guests.
Exhibit B.
Exhibit B. Let's do it, right?
Let's do it.
So
So first we copy this design because
Yes.
we like it. So we're gonna copy this design.
right. So now let's say you want to have host a different show, but you want to keep the same cadence, bring in 4 guests and whatnot. So let's go back into live demo mode, and we're gonna take this host plus 4 and then just do duplicate. Do you have Okay, no, it's not there for you in the accessibility setting, like because see duplicate current scene, it can like actually zoom out. If you saw check out the last tutorial on building blocks on how to zoom in and out on Mac if you haven't done so.
You like this?
Duplicate current scene. All right, so now we have a copy. So we can do alternate, right? We could just say alternate, for example. So now we could change the colors of anything. So what should we do?
For it. Building blocks.
Let's do building blocks. So this blue in the background will actually become like our building blocks red. And what's about to happen, don't worry. Again, the team is working to fix this because it might just scale. It did not scale.
Look at this. It was like.
It didn't scale. Awesome. It did not scale. And then this bottom circle here, we could change the bottom circle from white. We're gonna keep the gold. So make this black, for example.
It actually looks good with the white.
Okay, we keep it white. But already right there, it just looks like a different show. And then these dots up here, or these periods up here, I should say, which is these. Yes, it's this one here. Yeah, these we can change to yellow. How do you like that? Yellow up there.
Yeah, that's good. White pops it up more, but it's also
just to give it a different from before. So like you'll have to look really hard and be like, hey, that's my design. No, it's not.
Right. Yeah. Look at this. It's so different. So let's do before and after. So this is the other. Look at this.
Right. And then if the just for demo purposes, I know you say you like the white circle better, but just for demo purposes, to make it look completely different, right? So now, with the exception of these dots here, which can actually be black, right? Just make it look completely different.
Just look at Jose Arroyo said something to you.
Hold on. There you go.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, it does look better with the white, though.
Text overlay segregation. Text overlay segregation right here. This one. Text overlay segregation.
It's aesthetically pleasing to have the white, but let's get out of live demo mode so you all can appreciate this black.
Right.
Yeah, I really like
this. Yeah, because it's lighter. Lighter and everything like that. It's lighter.
And then also, if you change the black circle to white, it will make it brighter.
On this one. Yeah, we know like we like it better, but just for purposes, like just to show like how you can just basically switch everything and not leave one stone unturned. Like just change everything, even the borders on the camera if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like completely different, different layout.
And for my ladies, you can actually make this a little bit more feminine. There are some flowers and there are some swirls and things like that you can add to this. We have a font, and this is all good. We're gonna have Building Blocks Design Challenge again, so that you guys can learn how to do all of this. We had one earlier this year, so we're gonna have another one. But you can use fonts, and the font has some doodles and things like that that you can actually design really cool things with fonts and just keep it everything inside of Ecam, everyone. So that's gonna be really good. So from
Go ahead.
no, go for it.
No, it's like I just this is catching up on the comments.
You know
here.
what? It's been an hour already, so let's catch up on the comments and let's be done because you guys now know how to do your homework for today.
No, somebody asked, do we have any Grey Poupon?
Is that butter?
It was a mustard.
Oh, it was a mustard.
Yeah. AG asked, do you have any Grey Poupon? Okay. Also love it. Wish me luck.
funny.
I'm excited to create. Yes, Marcello. Looking forward to
Yes, Marcello.
that because you're killing it on LinkedIn.
You are.
And definitely would like to see some text overlay stuff. And I am definitely looking forward to popping up on one of your streams.
For sure,
really soon.
Marcello. You guys, if you guys don't know about Marcello, he's participating in Lida and he streams mostly, I believe. Marcello, let us know if you have any other channels that you stream into. But LinkedIn, and it's really good, really relaxed conversation, very relevant with the times what's happening, and I just enjoy, like we actually make sure we pop on for a little bit to just hear you and your guests.
Yeah. And then
When USA live stream, did you know what happened? Do you notice anything? Did she answer?
I know she didn't answer, but G. Albert said hint, it's their audio or something like that.
Oh my God, G.
So G. Albert spoiled the surprise. And then hold on a second. Are you going to copy your project? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll drop this in the Buy Me a Coffee. G. Albert, yes, we will do that. Shalom, Navia, good to see you here.
Navia.
And then Valerie has a question. When I search for the circle, it doesn't give me the same flat circle you guys have to us. So let's go back and search for it again.
Yes, I'm telling you. Where's my okay? I'm gonna move the mic again, everybody. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this one real quick because you can see. All right, so we did Command N to pull the screen up, and then we're gonna search for circle. So Valerie, sometimes you need to install the pictographs and all of that. So if you don't have it installed, go ahead and do it. If you do, let's figure this out.
But it'll the Mac will prompt Valerie, right? It'll prompt Valerie, yeah. I'll go into demo mode. We're not in demo mode. Yeah.
And
Yes.
okay. And when we're mentioning here is the pictographs over here and the punctuation, all of these things, which is basically the shapes that we use. Okay, so sometimes if you don't have them installed, the Mac will prompt you, like Fulgen say, to install it. And then sometimes it goes behind the Ecamm Live window, so you just have to minimize the window and then click OK to install.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes.
Circle.
Okay.
Let's finish that first. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look for the circle.
But
so
you did
we're gonna
you
go
did
to
a
the
search.
search. Yeah, we're gonna go to the search and we're gonna do, and I did circle. I'm gonna search, and once you find it, we should favorite. Okay, so circle. So we're looking for that flat circle that Valerie. So look at it right here.
Screenshot it.
In our screen, it shows right in the middle of 7 and half moon right. On this one. And then what happens is, everyone, when you choose it, because depending on all the fonts that you have installed in your system, the circle will change shapes, right? Not shapes, I mean, it will stay, but it will get either bigger or get skinnier, depending on, because you know, there's regular blackest, right? Like there are some fonts that have like super black, and then it will get bigger based on the effect that the font comes with, right? So for this circle, we have all of these fonts variations, right? See, this is an Arial bold italic. This one is a Courier new bold. This one is a Haiti.
Yeah, I usually call it Haiti. I pronounce it Haiti.
Haiti. So on and so forth. So Valerie, let us know if you found it. Let us know if that worked for you.
Right, and then just do it. I just double click on that and let's bring it onto the screen and see what it does. Right.
Which one should we?
Let's do
Haiti?
Haiti. Haiti's
Is
like that one
Haiti?
looks bigger and bolder. Like we don't
Okay.
have maybe we don't have to do much expanding for that one. Let's
It
see.
looks bigger and bolder. Wait, do I have it selected? Let me see, because now I don't know where.
It's hiding underneath the program window.
Oh, I already selected it.
No. I'm just saying like this was hiding under the program.
No,
window.
But I wanted to know if I already selected it because I was just clicking on the font, so I
Right.
didn't know if
No,
I.
it wasn't selected yet.
Okay.
So let's go back, search for circle, and then this is it here, right? But before we just selected this one, right? You didn't,
Yeah, but this
do
one
any,
is just black circle.
right.
So we're looking for Haiti.
The Haiti one is one of these. I mean, any of these are good,
So select one.
right? So let's try Hiragino. So we're gonna double click this, and black circle is already on your favorites. Like this circle in general is already, because it says remove from favorites, so it's already there. So let's add this one. We're gonna double click it and make it white. Right, so this should be, yeah, this is the perfect, right? There's not one dead pixel around here. And it should do just fine, like so.
Yes. Let's see this. Look at this. Okay, wait, the background moved. Look at this, and we're sandwiching. Now, Bia, look at you joining. All right,
Okay.
we're gonna do this. It's like 12 o'clock.
No, that's cool, because like
That's cool.
that's awesome that Navia's joining, because Navia's never joined before. So
Yeah.
signing hello.
Nah, Bia, look at, you know what happened? You saw the blue and you were like, that's my blue. I'm gonna show up. Love it. Well, let's fix the background real quick. Can we
Okay,
fix the background?
while you're doing that, so AG asks, is this in beta 4.0? Yeah, so the shapes are in any Ecamm. It's native on your keyboard. However, this feature where we're able to like kind of like move them off screen and create these half moon shapes and stuff like that, that is a new feature that Ken and Glenn graciously added. So yes, that is a Ecamm beta 4.0 feature. Hello, Jesus. Good to see you here. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you here as well. And then let's just say, make sure we have everybody covered. Oscar is here.
Hola, Oscar. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Oscar. A long time no seen. See.
And Jesus is asking, Anna, can we silence the sound of the comments in Ecamm? I'm hearing popping, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we can. So in the system preferences, Shift Command D, in system preferences, let's bring back. So in the beta, you could just press the function key and have the interface come back. So go to system preferences, and we're gonna go to, I believe it's a general. Where is this thing? Play app sounds, show animated reactions, show program window, keep utility. Where is this darn thing?
I usually just do it from the computer itself. Like, don't give me. Oh, but this coming from Ecamm. Yes.
Right,
that's true.
right. There's
Yeah.
a way to turn off those the comment bubble noises popping in and out.
Now
where is
be
this
over
thing?
there learning all of this with us. Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Where is that thing? Wasn't I thought it was in general.
Isn't it system audio?
No, it's in Ecamm preferences. Play app sounds is okay. Here it is. Yeah. So play sounds for certain actions such as comments arriving. It's checked on. So now if we uncheck it, we will no longer hear the little bubble noise.
We weren't here, so we won't hear your comments either. Because we skip comments and we're like not skip it, but if we don't have the notification, we will continue doing. Okay.
Zoning
But there
in.
he goes, Jesus. All right. So now, Bea, thank you for joining. Yay. Are you muted or are you good?
Oh, we can't hear. We can't hear you, Nabia. It says guest has muted themselves now.
Oh, so
Okay.
you were muted before. It was probably your mic that was.
Yeah, because we cannot. You can hear us, and you're not muted on our end. But
Or on your end either.
right. And then just make sure that you have the appropriate microphone set. Oh, I think we can hear you.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, there you go. Okay, what happened? Tell us what happened.
Oh,
What was
Yeti, Yeti.
no, but what happened with the Yeti? Was the Yeti turned on? What do you do to get the sound back on?
Well, actually, I just checked the settings here in your interface, and so I saw that I was already unmuted. So when I hit the gear and I looked to open it, so I hit the drop down, and it said default Yeti, and I saw Yeti again at the bottom, so it's still on Yeti. So I guess I just needed to open it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
selecting your mic on the interview in the interview window, the mic that you would like to use. So that was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so great.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
so great. Okay, Nadia, so you participating in the interview mode challenge. Are you gonna do it?
Okay. Yeah.
That was easy. So you
Yeah.
just
Right.
have, you just have to go live in the Ecam Live community or on Anna and Fulgens and do the assignment. So it is bringing on a guest and
Okay.
using the left and right buttons, and we have all of the homeworks here.
Right.
That
So,
Okay.
you could feel free to go back and do the previous challenges, but right now we're up to today, which is going live, recording with up to 4 guests, right? And then
Up to
practice
4.
4 guests,
Okay.
and then assigning them in the broadcast. Practice bringing them in and out of the green room, and you could use placeholders like we're doing right now, like guest 1, guest 2, guest 3, and guest 4.
Mhm.
But we asked you now, how familiar are you with interview mode? Like, have you hosted your own interviews so far using Ecamm?
Well, no, I have. I had it back when I had like maybe 2 or 3 guests, and then I just found out that you can do 10. I was like, "What?"
In the new the current beta, yes, yes, yes.
yeah, in
No,
the current
right.
beta,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do
I
10.
know it's in beta. So I literally just found out a few days ago from my friend Carmen, and I was just like, "Okay, 10 is on now."
But wait, Navia,
I'm gonna do
have you?
4.
So would you have that host 10 guests like on your show? Would you be? Is that something that's going to be useful for you to host 10
Oh,
guests?
oh yeah. That's why I was just like, "Yes."
Wow.
Okay. So once your system, do you have an M1 or do you have just a regular like the
Before M1.
prefer M1s?
Wait, I can't. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Go ahead. Say that again.
What kind of a Mac do you have? Do you have an Intel Mac, or do you have like an M1 or M2 Mac?
Oh no, I just have my iMac. This iMac just came out last year, so I don't have the little other Macy
If it
thingy.
came out last year, it might be, well, depending on the ones that you got, right?
Yeah.
It might be the M1.
Yeah,
But the
this is the
reason
20. No, this is the 27-inch that came out last year. That's the one I have.
Is that an M1? I think that's M1. You know how you can
I
also
don't. I don't. I don't. You know what? I don't even remember because I
about
know
this Mac,
when
right?
it
It's
came
yeah.
out. Came out. Did it come
no
out
about this
last
Mac.
year? No, I'm sorry. It came out the year before.
You know what you can do? Click on the Apple icon in the upper right corner, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
click on
yeah.
about this Mac. Yeah, and let's see
Yeah,
what it
that's what I'm
says.
doing now.
Yeah.
And this is really
This
important,
is
everyone.
da, 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 da. No, not processor, not overview. iMac,
Mm-hmm.
Retina 5K 2020. Oh yeah, that's when I got it. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
2020.
And
Wow.
what's the processor?
The processor is 3.1 gigahertz, 6 core,
Intel.
Intel Core i5.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the same one as this one. Yeah.
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 So the reason
Okay.
why we were asking you that is because you will only be able to host more than 4 guests if you have an M1
Or
or
M2.
above.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for the one
I'm
that you
good.
have, what's that?
So I'm good, yeah.
No, unfortunately.
Right. So the
Oh,
Intel,
the M1, right.
right?
Okay.
The Intels
Right.
will host like up to 4 guests. Yeah.
Even if you
Okay.
have 4.0 downloaded when it comes out,
Mm-hmm.
you will still be able to just host 4 because of the limitation of the Mac itself, right? So
Right.
And so, all the 15 people that are watching right now, I just want to make a statement. That is the devil.
Do you remember the soup Nazi in Seinfeld? No soup for you. So that was no
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 soup for
no no
you.
10 no 10 for you.
Oh my God. And my husband used to make soup all the time, and I used to call him the soup Nazi. And then
Oh.
he stopped making soup, and I'm like, no soup for me. Oh my God.
So
Oh my
okay,
God.
so, I mean, like this is great. We did new things today for you guys. So we want to see you all participating, including you, Nabia, because you just said yes live, right? It's like just have 4 guests. We're actually going to upload this one that we just created.
Yes.
We're gonna upload it to our Buy Me a Coffee later today.
Okay.
We will post it when we upload it on our community, and then you can download it and just worry about bringing on your guests. And there, if for example, we have what 15 people watching right now. So say you guys want to coordinate with each other for coming
Okay.
in, right? You could do that as well. So just check it out
Okay.
in the comments and see, hey, who would like to join, and then
Yeah.
you can do the 4
Right.
and practice that.
Right.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'm a
then
little disappointed about the 10. Like first my in-ear monitors, they don't work.
Wait, what?
oh, because you're plugging in, yeah, you're plugging into the microphone, so you can also monitor your audio, your voice. Yeah, I see what you mean. You could get an extension.
Wait, Navia, you went off.
No, we can't hear you.
It was when you touched the microphone.
Right. While Nabi is figuring that out, Jesus, no.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me
Uh,
now?
yes, we
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Just real quick,
Bootleg.
Jesus, no, it's 5 people total. Yes, on before M1, but one of them includes the host, right? So it's
Oh,
host plus 4 guests, Jesus. Hopefully that clarifies that for you. Yes.
yeah.
Who's
I
rebooting
got
their
these
Mac?
because of you, Anna. We were
What's
in the
that?
comments. No, I got
Okay.
In
these
your
because,
monitors.
and then I got it and they were working. I was like, yay, Anna. And then all of a sudden, they just like, I couldn't hear anything. I was like, what the what? And that was like after like 3 weeks. So and then I did something and all of a sudden it started working. I was like, yay. And then I ended up buying another set and they were brand new. I plugged it directly in. Nada.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I don't know. I got
Victor's.
some help from the community. They were saying, well, maybe it's the Blue Yeti, and I think the newest one that they have.
Victor's
Yeah.
saying for
So
that to work, you need to turn on audio monitoring. He thinks that might be possible, like if you're using Ecamm. But what if you're just coming in as a guest or something like that, and you're not using Ecamm?
I
Yeah.
was doing it for it could have been for anything, and I couldn't. Normally, I can hear myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't. I could hear the background or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and and then when I got the new one, I said, well, maybe it's something like a short or something. But when I got the new one, I still couldn't get in. Still couldn't hear myself. So I didn't know what it was. So
Have you tried using them, just like plugging in them in directly into the Mac? You won't be able to hear yourself that way. At least you'll be able to monitor. So let's say you're joining a stream or something like that, or you have people joining you. You'll be able to monitor the stream with the headphones plugged into the Mac, as opposed to your
I'll,
microphone.
I'll well, I will try it. I don't think so. I mean, you want me to try it now? I mean, I could do it later. So because this is not the microphone show. This is not the in-ear monitor show. So I don't
No, but
want to
these are
take
good
you
things
off
to
off
know.
course.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely good things to know because
Yeah.
that has to do with interview mode. You never want to be able to monitor your streams and hear your guests and all of that. So yeah. So when we go, I believe Paul and Valerie, if you're still watching, let us know. They're
Okay.
going. They're gonna go live as well. So you can join their stream, or when
Okay.
you go live yourself,
One of us
one of us can join
can
and
join.
help you continue with this because we're almost done here. But one question
Okay.
for US live stream, she asks. Is that normal that most people are a bit shy to show their faces in front of the camera? So normal. I mean, so normal.
Yeah.
Fulgence has a
So
whole
no.
story about it. What do you think about that, Navia?
Oh my God. I mean, I have been doing either podcasts, but mostly online where you see my face. And there's something about hitting the go live button. It's something about that. And people like, oh no, do I, even on Zoom, do I have to show my face? Do I have the
Right.
camera on? And I tell them, listen, it's just hit the button. Don't even think about it. If you were
Yes.
sitting in front of me and we were talking and we were having lunch, I would see your face.
Right.
so
Right. Yeah.
but it's this fear that just comes in, and it paralyzes people. And they're like, no, I just want my camera off. Now some people have a legitimate answer for that response, like, well, I, if as a woman, Anna, we,
Hmm.
if our face is not together, we don't want
Yeah.
to get on.
That's right.
Listen, you only have one time to make that first impression.
Exactly right.
So
Yeah. A few people. I believe this is Albert and also Michael, saying to check your system preferences, right? So when you have the headset plugged into, for example, your Yeti, uh, check check in your sound preferences, your input output to see what it's set to
okay,
on
yeah,
from your Mac.
that's what I'm gonna do,
Yeah.
because I'm still trying to get this epoch thing off of here. It's like you can't uninstall it. So when I look into my system preference, I see epoch, cam, I see the Yeti, and I see just the default. But when I go into my system preferences and I'm looking in, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Boom, 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 boom. Sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I go in there, like for instance, right now I'm in there and I see my iMac speakers, I see Epoch microphone, which I really want to get that off, and I see Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
But if but I never see any extra like something like this. I'm gonna just stick it in the back real quick.
Right. No. So
No,
so
yeah.
Nabiga, so I would like for you to try something. So for example, right, let's say we had a Yeti on
Okay.
it. In this case, our Yeti is the Rodecaster Pro 2, right? We have both input and output set to Rodecaster Pro 2. So on your end, if you're using the Yeti as your audio interface and you're using the Yeti and you have the ear monitors plugged into the Yeti, go to your sound preferences and make sure the input and output is set to the Yeti and
Hmm.
see if that makes a difference.
Okay, so right now my output is the Mac speakers, and my input is my Yeti.
There you go.
That's
Hmm.
how it's set.
Out
That's
make the
how it's set.
output. Yes, set your output to Yeti also.
Okay,
But
so
to
I'm gonna.
do that, make sure you have the headphones plugged into the Yeti because once you switch your output to the Yeti, you're gonna need the in-ear monitors.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So
Come on,
let's
honey.
what you
You
do this.
just
So
had a
yeah,
surgery. Go ahead.
so Michael Hill is like, yeah, check system
Yeah,
preferences.
yeah,
And Marcello's giving shout out
the
to
Shure
the Sure.
SE846.
Yeah.
These are the
Yes,
SE.
I hear you.
These are
You
the.
can hear us
There you
now. Yeah,
go.
there you go.
There you go.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I know the
It's
interview. It was like,
it's the interview mode challenge is not complete without a troubleshoot.
she
So
over
it's
there
done.
singing it and everything. Like,
Yeah,
she's like, yeah, go for it,
that's
Navi. Yeah,
it.
do it up.
That's it.
Another
Problem
check.
solved. Teamwork. Teamwork. Thank you,
And then,
Albert. Thank you, Michael Hill. We
yes.
worked. We solved it. We
All of
solved it.
this, and then we have us live stream. You look so gorgeous, but in Zoom sometimes it's scary. I just do not look great at all. Oh my gosh, listen, we have a Zoom video where we show you how you can look awesome in Zoom. So we're gonna add that link afterwards in here, and you can just check it out. As you can go very lightly, and you can add yourselves a little bit of makeup, like Navia was saying. Like sometimes we're not up to. You can add yourself a little bit of makeup. You can even do eyebrows. I mean, it's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Just leave a comment in the YouTube USA live stream when you're done, and then we'll reply to that comment with the link to that video.
yes, yeah. After we're done, yeah. Okay, so then now we got the mic done.
You're straight.
You
Navia,
are
Navia is
Navia.
set.
Listen, just
Oh
Yeah.
remember
my
that.
That's
Do a
what it is.
do a
God.
screenshot of your system preferences sound so that you know. Because sometimes I know it can get a little bit like, what was input, what was
Yeah.
output.
But that
So
was
do a
the,
screenshot of
that
that.
was the thing. You know, sometimes like because when we're used to a particular platform, like it just throws me off because like I'm just thinking of the Yeti as a microphone, but in Nabia's instance, that is her overall audio interface. So she's using it to speak and she's also using it to monitor. So she would have to set both the input and output in her system audio settings on her Mac to Yeti, and now
Yeah.
she's all set.
That's why I did it with a Hypercast.
Yeah,
With a
yeah,
Hypercast, yeah.
right. So Anna, for example, Anna was, when she started out, just had the USB microphone in front of her, no other audio,
Okay.
no other mixer. So the microphone was the audio interface. Headphones are plugged into the microphone itself. So now her input output has to be the microphone on from the Mac sound set. So
Yep.
that's what it is.
That
In
makes
our
so
case, we're
much
using a
sense.
mixer. So our mixer is input output because our headphones, our microphones are connected to the mixer. So it has to be input and output for that.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Oh,
because I'm
look at.
because I'm here and I'm a guest, I get a free mixer. What? No, I'm just
Oh, wow. The Paul Duncan. Good
listen.
morning. Good
Good morning,
morning. Good
Paul.
morning.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much. This is so helpful. And it wasn't hard. It was just
Yeah,
a matter of just resetting. So yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so
look
the
at
little
this.
much.
things.
Yay.
That's
Trying-
so great. Every interview mode, every challenge comes something new. So we have on Friday is the interview mode challenge wrap up, and we're gonna just go with the most, the frequently, well, how do we call that? It's not frequently asked questions, but frequently happened,
Yeah, it was just
frequently
like
troubleshooting,
yeah, lessons learned and
frequently
takeaways. Stuff like-
troubleshooting tip.
yeah, yeah.
So something like we come up with a
Yeah.
clever name.
Takeaways.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over all of that. So for those of you who are just starting today in the interview challenge, just go ahead and do it. Today is have 4 guests. We're going to upload this overlays, and these overlays are gonna be for no cost to you, so that you can go ahead and get started and add your. There's also a lower third there, so you can download this one and download the lower third, and you will have a beautiful show, a beautiful, beautiful
And
show.
just thinking out loud too, let us know for those who do download it, if you load this in the current build of Ecamm, what's going to happen, right? Because this is currently like a beta design.
Right? Yes. So good point, because this is in the beta design. I designed one, and so did Fulgence, right? And then when we brought it into the regular, it kept its shape. But if you moved it slightly, forget it. It just
Right.
it just went crazy. So
Really?
if it does happen, just know that you might have to.
Meaning these half moons here, like the half circles on the screen here, because you're not able to do that in the native version of Ecamm. We're able to do this in the beta version. So everything might stay in place except for the circles. So for those who do download it later, let us know what happens with that if it stays. Because like when Glenn first told us that that feature was there, I took the nerd emoji and then I brought it down to the bottom of the screen, and you could see like half of the nerd emoji there in the bottom of the screen. But then when we launched the native version of Ecamm, the nerd emoji popped back up again. So the design was basically
Oh,
null and void.
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. So if not, then
that's
you
good
just
to
go ahead and design and just but the dots should stay the same. The background should stay
yes.
the same.
Yeah.
And the circle is just was going to just
Is the circle is the point of contention right here. So we have to
Okay.
we'll check that out. Yeah. Let
yes.
us know.
Okay. Oh,
Is my
thank you,
mic
Paul.
is my mic good?
You are
The
great.
sound-
You're
is
You
the
are
great.
sound
all
level
set.
good?
You can hear yourself. We can
Okay.
hear you. Win-win.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I wish when my mic was elevated like that, I will sound good like you, but it just doesn't happen.
You can do that with the Lewitt, I believe.
We tried it, not with the Lewitt. We tried it with the shotgun.
Right. That's a shotgun, but you want you want to sound better
Oh,
than
wait
that,
a
right? So I think the Lewitt. We can try the Lewitt again.
Nabia's like, yo, my day is made. My day is made. I'm over here. Like, it's not my headphones.
hearing everything.
I don't have to get the music. I can hear.
Well, actually, you know what? I can't hear myself. I can hear you guys though,
Okay.
but I can't hear myself. That's
Okay.
crazy. Normally, I can hear myself. Man, I'm back in the saddle.
Nabia, this is going to be a troubleshooting for Paul and Valerie are going to go live, I believe. When is it, Paul and Valerie? Let us know.
Yeah. So Valerie did say.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I want to watch that when they go live, and I'll pop in.
Right.
Okay.
And
Hey,
Valerie said
Valerie.
she's around today if anyone wants to practice extra guest. So like, so Nabia, if you want to go live on your end, and they'll somebody will jump in with you. But
Okay.
for you not to hear yourself on your Yeti, that must be maybe a Yeti. 'Cause I'm not familiar. Maybe there's an audio monitor setting on the Yeti. Like you have there's a button that you have to press so you can hear yourself on the Yeti
Well,
itself.
no, actually, no. I could be on here by myself, and if I put these in my ear, I'm going to kind of switch them around a bit. But if I put them in my ear, I can always hear myself, always.
Okay.
But and I just I was so happy that I could hear you, hear you guys. I was like, I can hear again. I can hear. Yeah,
Oh man. All right. So now we have to figure out how you can do both
Right.
because you have to
It's
have
an audio monitor setting
yeah.
some way somehow. So
right,
we're
exactly.
too
You shouldn't
familiar
hear
with.
yourself unless you set up audio monitor. Um, yeah,
Oh.
normally if I just plug them in my Yeti,
It should just
I
work.
totally hear myself. I
Yeah.
always hear myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
So
sometimes if I turn this up, I'm like, "Oh, that's why I didn't hear myself." It's because it wasn't turned up.
mhm.
So I just turned it up, so I'm going to see if I can hear myself,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah,
And then I was gonna say, so for
for
example, like
troubleshooting.
we
oh
have
no.
the what's this microphone called? The Audio Technica, the ATR 2100X microphone,
Oh, the
right?
audio
It's
ones?
like
Right. I'm
it's
familiar with Audio Technica.
right.
I'm familiar with Audio
Similar with
Technica.
the
Yeah.
like the Samsung Q2U. It's just like a USB. You plug it in, but then there's like a jack in there. You could put in your monitors. But once we plug it in, it's working. We could hear ourselves. We don't have to like do any setting. We don't have to
Right.
turn on
That's
any
how
audio
the Yeti
monitor.
is.
Got it.
That's how the Yeti is. Once you plug it in, you hear yourself. And I'm just like,
So Navia,
is my left in my left? My left is in my left. Yeah. I'm
oh,
sorry,
so
Anna. No, no,
US
no.
live
My
stream is saying that she also has a Yeti and she cannot hear herself. But then Victor is saying if you want to hear yourself, you have to go to audio and Ecamm and do monitoring.
No, but
But
what if you're not using Ecamm?
right,
And you just
exactly.
want to like
Right.
just like if we're using the Audio Technica microphone, we don't have to use Ecamm. We just plug it in and we could hear ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you just plug
so
it in and you hear
yeah
yourself. You don't have
Yeah.
to push any buttons
yeah
or do anything fancy.
yeah.
Yeah. So well, Yeti people, if you know this, let us
The
know.
Yeti people.
The Yeti people.
The Yeti people. Hank, yes, Hank. Last night was great. Last
Yeah.
night was just so great. The troubleshooting that happened last night was lit.
Yeah, definitely.
Was lit.
Definitely.
So all right, everyone. So
Testing
make
one,
sure
1, 1.
that so Valerie is available. And Paul said he's gonna come on live after the Q&A today. So the Q&A is gonna be lit. Why? Because it's gonna be talking about multi-streaming. It's gonna be talking about the 10 guests in the VI if you want to be there, and all the things related to the beta, which is
Yeah.
8 right
Yeah.
now.
And Ken and Glenn are going to be streaming from Ecamm Live YouTube,
And
Ecamm Live, Ecamm Network Facebook, Ecamm Network LLC, LinkedIn, and also
Wait,
Ecamm-
LinkedIn?
Yes,
Oh.
but we don't have comments, but they'll be able to pass the comments on, and also Ecamm tweets, Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Be
I
live on
thought it
Twitter
was
also.
just on. Okay, I guess. Okay, Blue Yeti X button divided into two sections, left for the mic and right for the headphones. By turning the knob now, you will be able to adjust the mix in level.
Left.
We should put that in one so that she can see in big screen doing the troubleshooting.
So, well, I don't know. I don't even know. I
Left
don't
for the
understand this.
mic and right for the headphones. No, I've got it up as high as it can go. And
Blue Yeti X
hold
button.
on. Yeah.
What is the X button?
No, it's not
Let's put it back in.
Is there an X
the
button?
X button. No,
Or
there's
is it
no
the-
It's
X
the
button.
X
Or
button.
is it the Blue Yeti X? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no! It's a blue. No, the Blue Yeti X.
Okay.
There's Blue Yeti, then there's Blue Yeti X. I have
Okay.
the X.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. And then divided into two sections, left for the mic and right for the headphones. Huh. By turning the knob now, you'll be able to adjust the mix and level.
Oh, interesting.
That's a negative.
Oh, beta's now at version 9.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
got you. Thank you, Paul.
Yes,
All right.
and just yeah, that's a good thing to know. So for those of you who are currently on beta, make sure you have the latest download, which was made available today, version 9.
I have the 8.
Okay.
Yes, I'm late. Okay, so now okay, so US live stream, do you get that now? Will you be like now everyone with a Yeti will be able to hear yourselves? Like that's the goal for
Yay!
today.
Yeah.
Or do you hear
The
yourself?
Yeti tribe. The Yeti tribe. Woohoo!
I said, do you find it, Navia? Do you are you can you hear yourself now or no?
I am over here trying to
Oh,
catch my whole life right
check
now.
check this out from USA
And
live stream. It says yes. In the bottom of the mic, it has mic and headphone.
it does. Wait a minute.
We're onto something here.
We gotta go in 10-4. What is
No, it
10-4,
doesn't.
Michelle?
No, it's only one jack in for the. Yeah, it's only one jack.
Oh, okay, you update today.
It's-
Okay. Yeah, I have
Who are these people?
because I never use a Yeti anymore
Oh
since
my God.
Victor. But okay, so
You'll figure it out.
yeah, you
You'll
figured out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have to take care of the son now, and Paul is gonna come later. So Paul said what 1:30? Paul, is that what you said? Did I
After, no,
say
no, no, after the Q&A.
after the Q&A?
Yeah.
I saw some 1:30. Yeah.
Also 1:30.
There we go.
Okay.
Val and I will be on this afternoon 1:30. There we go.
Nice.
1:30. So you guys can Navia, if you want to join Paul and continue troubleshooting, or if you would like them to join you, and then rest of you.
That must be 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. No, it has to be, right? Because the Q&A is at
No, because
At
it's
3.
it's
at 3.
12
Yeah.
it's 12:47 p.m. Eastern
Right.
Standard Time right
Oh,
now.
Paul said that is Pacific time.
Pacific time.
So that's
Okay.
3 hours earlier. Wait a minute, that's 3 hours earlier than here.
So that's
I'll let you guys do your calculations.
Paul, give us Eastern Standard Time, please.
It's like, I'll let you guys do your calculations. Do your thing.
No, that's like 10 o'clock. It's like 10 o'clock, people. 10 o'clock. I need you to wake up. Come on.
I know, like Marcello, I'm like, okay, 10-4, but I read it as like
It's
10-4, and then I was like, oh, he's saying 10-4. Okay,
no,
so
so that's in a few minutes. It's like in 10 minutes, 12
yeah,
minutes.
so okay.
Martin is happy to pop on to other people's interview challenge tomorrow at the UK time.
This wasn't your
Dude,
good
for
time.
real?
Just said this is great because now you have like okay people who are willing to go. So you just write down their name and you just coordinate with them and see. We want to see you guys practicing all of this because when you're bringing in a guest into your live streams, you need to know all of this. You need to know how it looks like for them. You have to know when they come in and their headphones are not working, how to troubleshoot that. And it's better to do it if you know that your guests, for example, are not tech savvy. Just read your guests, and then if it has to do 2 days before, you do it 2 days before. Usually we do it one day before, and when push comes to shove, we sometimes have done it 15 minutes before, but we know our guest. We know our guest is
Right.
lit. We know our guest has their stuff. The only thing that we have to check is just like, okay, you're here, the camera overlays are good, you're it looks good. Other than that, we do it the
Yeah.
day before, and sometimes we have done it 3 days before, depending
Right.
on the guest.
Depending on the guest, yeah. 'Cause if it's an experienced streamer, we know like okay, they're used to this, so 15 minutes is more than enough time.
Yeah. And now
Yeah,
Forges and
usually I'm
I,
on the 15-minute clock. I'm always on the 15 minutes. That's when I would have guests in. Just come in. Sometimes I would tell them, depending on the guest, come in 30 minutes early, some 15 minutes early, and I'm looking at everything, listening for their sound or and trying to find out what tech they have on their end. But usually I can get them in 15 minutes. This,
Really?
however,
Right, right. It takes a little bit more than 15 minutes, right? A little
This
bit
is
more than
the
15.
devil. This is the devil. Oh my God.
Okay, so Paul is going to be live
4:30.
today
That
at
makes sense.
4:30 Eastern time.
Yes.
4:30 Eastern time today.
4:30.
Yes, and remember
Okay.
that the Q&A is today
At
at
3.
3.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome because they're going to be answering cool questions and they're just awesome. All right. So now, everyone, we are signing off,
Yes.
and Fulgence has volunteered to upload the.
Yes, and USA Live Stream says, "I love this screen layout." We're going to upload it to the Buy Me a Coffee. Just let us know if you're launching this scene into the current build of Ecamm. What happens to the half circle? Because we built this in beta. This is a beta feature. But if you launch it in the beta version, you'll be just fine. You have no issues using this in beta.
Yep. Awesome, everybody. We'll have an amazing rest of the day. We will see you on live streams and we will see you on the Q&A. My name is Anna Hill,
And I'm Fulgence Henry.
and you're watching the Interview Mode Challenge, Building Blocks.
Building
Thank you so much, Navia.
You're not the house, give me that charge.